When you finally graduate from computer science, you can either become a 9 to 5 office worker who's depressed and anxious and hates his life, or you can become a respected, ambitious, wealthy software developer who creates useful tools for society. Throughout the years, I've seen many different types of computer science students. There are three very unique things that separate the two of them. Number one, hack your curriculum. When I first went to university, the only thing I could care about was passing my courses and getting my degree. It took me a while to realize that I was surrounded by very smart professors and engineers that were computer scientists. These people spent their whole life understanding the subject, and I thought to myself that this would be a very big waste if I didn't communicate with them for my own side projects. I didn't look at the courses as just courses. I looked at it as a way to obviously further my knowledge. Common sense isn't as common these days, right? There were a few times where I was studying a particular computer science course, software engineering, project management, or algorithm design. I would look up the corresponding professor and hit him up and ask them for advice, whatever I was struggling with. This way, I was getting genius level feedback for my own side projects. And suddenly, the courses that I had to do for computer science turned into valuable side projects that helped me further my career. One actionable step that you can do right now is one, identify your favorite subject, identify the teacher teaching that subject in your university, and number three, ask them a question about what you're struggling with right now. It is a shame if you don't leverage the networking effect that you can achieve at your university. Don't be like me. For the longest time, I ignored it. Access to smart computer scientists, software engineers, data scientists is just one of the vectors of success that you can find at computer science. It's very important that you leverage this. Number two, cultivate your personal genius circle. So about second or third year, I wanted to get a job, but I had no real skills. Of course, I knew how to code a little bit, but nothing else. So I called one of my friends. We had been buddies since year one. And within 2 minutes, he gave me the right starting block to start off on. The advice was to go learn front-end development, specifically React.js. As soon as he gave me that pointer to go learn React.js, I was able to go learn everything else I needed to learn. Look, most of our knowledge that we have as computer scientists and as human beings actually fall under one of these four categories. What I want to talk to you about right now specifically is the category of things that you don't know that you don't know. And this is where your genius circle comes into play. You need to include other students as well. Because while professors are working on their lectures and on their own research, students are where you get the most value from. Because there's so many students with so many different particular unique interests. Some might be into cybersecurity, some might be into full stack development, some might be into AI or robotics. You need to understand that having access to genius students will level you up like a mother. You want to befriend the smartest people you know, but it comes at a cost. These smart people are not going to put dumb in their friend group. You need to be smart as well. And this comes if you give a about your own learning curve. As you become smarter, you also share worthwhile things to those friends as well. It's a value for value exchange. Listen, you've probably already heard this quote a lot, but you are the average of the 5 people you hang around with the most. If you hang out with losers during your computer science degree, you're going to become a loser. If you hang out with winners during your computer science degree, you are going to be a winner. One actionable step you can do right now to cultivate your genius circle is to identify the geniuses in your class. Those guys who don't study but get high grades, for example, or those people who do study and get high grades, go and befriend them. Strike up a conversation with them. Doing that one thing will have a bigger return on investment on your computer science career than you can probably think. Way more than passing a particular course. Trust me on this one. Figure out who they are and go befriend them. Number 3, practice your soft skills. Any moron with a laptop and some willpower can get a computer science degree. I don't care if that sounds rough, but it's true. We want to become ambitious, visionary software developers, right? We want to become charming software developers, the people who actually change the world, right? Solving any problem that someone has, regardless of how small it is or how big it is a noble pursuit. The way I was able to vibe with my classmates was not because I was some sort of technical genius or that I was a very competitive programmer. No, it was because I mastered presentation skills. I used to get really high grades for presentation skills, for writing skills, and for other software skills. Now, I tell you this because this is very important for recruiters and for your career as well. Imagine this, you have multiple software engineers in a company. When the boss has to choose exactly who gets promoted in the company, he's not going to look at who can solve the most PRs, who can solve the most tickets. He's not going to look at that. He's going to look at who can lead these software developers properly. And this is where soft skills come into play. Soft skills are like presentation skills, writing skills, communication skills, etc. Best way to make sure your soft skills are on point is if you take up leadership positions in your groups. All the companies that I interviewed with valued leadership abilities more than how many projects I built. If I could show them that I took leadership in projects, for example, I coded my own projects, that shows ownership as well. And I showed them how good my presentation skills were. They were way more likely to hire me. So one actionable step I can tell you right now to improve your soft skills is this. If you're like me and you want to build things that people love to use and you want to become a respected, visionary, ambitious software developer in the next 10 years, 15 years, you need to listen to me right now. Go buy a book on leadership. If you don't have enough money, then watch a video about leadership on YouTube. There are millions of them. And the next very important thing to do is this. If you currently have a school project or a university project, I want you to assume some leadership positions. Take lead, organize the meetings, and during the meetings, take leadership. Don't be like those guys that sit there quietly in the meeting, waiting for people to take lead for them. That is evidence for being a sheep. We are not sheep, right? We are developers that want to make a difference in the world. You're not going to make a difference in the world if you sit quietly. Take leadership, man. And if you don't have any projects going on right now, make sure that the next time this happens, you take leadership. It's very important. All right, that's pretty much it. Those were the 3 habits that actually helped me extract the most value from my computer science degree. It really sucks that a lot of the people in tech right now are depressed and anxious and they hate their job, they hate their life because the only thing they ever ran behind was greed and status and money. This whole TC or GTFO culture actually gives me brain damage. And the only reason I open that is to look at the state of the world, man. It really sucks. And I hope that these tips that I've given to you today will help you become the best computer scientist you can possibly become. I've seen so many developers fall into this man. Do you know how awkward it is talking to someone who has chosen a degree like computer science? And when you ask them, why did you choose your computer science? They'll be like, yeah, because my dad told me I can make a lot of money from this, or I want to make a lot of money from this, so I did computer science. Can you code? No. It actually gives me brain damage listening to these people. There is a reason why we chose computer science, right? And that reason was because there was nothing else. If computer science didn't exist as a degree, I don't think I would have gone to university. Or I would have gone to university and done something completely differently, like something I didn't like. And I'm sure you can relate to that. So trust me, man, I'll be real with you. I wasted so many years in computer science doing absolutely nothing. And looking back at it, there were only a few things that I actually did properly. I want you to learn from my mistakes. Be proactive, bro. There's some people out there who are waiting for you to be successful so that they can invest in your companies later on. They're waiting for you to cultivate these powerful skills of development and software engineering and controlling software. Software is the lifeblood of our society, bro. If you control the software, you control where society goes. 100%. Everybody uses software on a daily basis and it's only going up. Imagine a world where you and me are chilling, right, in the future with flying cars probably and with Neuralinks. Everybody has Neuralinks and connected to the internet. We're all like God level human beings. Somebody's gonna need to make apps for that, right? And I hope it's you and me. Do your best in computer science, extract all the value you can, make sure you surround yourself with the best people, you study, you pass your exams, I know you can do it, you're a smart person. Think about your future self in every step that you take, and you should be good. If you love this video, listen bro, I just subscribe. I hope to make videos that help you become the best coder you can possibly be. And I hope that together, in this relationship of ours, we can become the respected software engineers that we wanted to be as children. Okay, life is a gift given by the gods to make a proper use of it. I'll check you in the next video. Take it easy. Peace out. Take care. Love you. Bye.